A great young talent with an extremely bright future.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez was trained by WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, and he has said on numerous occasions that he sees endless potential in Perez.
Potential's great, but she needs to tap into that killer instinct that Booker had. That edge keeps you on top.
Perez is so beloved because she works relentlessly to make her dreams come true.
There is no quit in this young woman. Just endless fight.
Guys, it is time for a Tiffany Epiphany.
Tiffany Stratton, ready to dominate the competition.
And from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Stratton has an amazing gymnastics background. She even competed on the U.S. national team.
She's spraying her way into WWE after that and has never looked back.
We've learned very quickly that it's always Tiffy time in WWE.
This self-proclaimed prodigy Roxanne Perez is ready for action here tonight.
Always ready, always hungry. Roxanne already possesses so much talent for someone so young. And what she lacks in size, she more than makes up for in fighting spirit.
I'm sure we'll see that trademark spirit on full display in this one.
But what Tiffany wants, Tiffany gets. And you can tell Tiffany Stratton wants the win tonight.
And she definitely has all the tools to get it. The athleticism, the mean streak, the willingness to do just about anything when the time comes. I might not like it, but even I can't deny Stratton's talent inside the ring.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
Basement drop kick. The fatigue is setting in for her.
Perez fought tough on that one.
Oh, from behind.
Oh, wow.
Frankensteiner.
Nice.
Strong kick out there.
A truly impressive kick out this late.
Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
DDT. And the ref stops the count. Roxanne Perez has proven herself to be quite the competitor, Corey. Her impressive resilience has to make her a tough opponent to figure out.
There's certainly no fear when it comes to Perez, but I think that's what makes her so unpredictable. But Cole, it's also that lack of caution that can be dangerous for Perez.
Can she do it here? Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
Well, she thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
Oh, reversal catches Tiffany. Absolutely spiked.
DDT. That shot from Perez was like a bolt of lightning.
Roxanne Perez looking for pop rocks.
Looking for the victory. 2 count. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
And it'll be Roxanne Perez leaving tonight as a winner.
This is a travesty, and Stratton knows it. I'm sure she'll straighten all this out when she gets to the back.
Both these teams trying to decide which competitor is going to start for their respective team.
I don't think this is going to go well.
Well, this duo is certainly having trouble getting on the same page. And
okay, there we go.
Dissension among the ranks, guys.
It is critical to put teamwork ahead of ego in this match.
And now with things underway, it looks like we'll see if that show of disrespect we just saw has any bearing. Referee in position, slips the shoulder up.
Already having to expel so much unnecessary energy this early on.
Oh.
Vicious knee.
With authority.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
Jane has no control here.
Jane is really having trouble with her defense.
Counter after counter.
Expected that one. Monkey flip. Dropkick hits the mark. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
Roxanne Perez looking for pop rocks. Will Perez take advantage?
Lately, things have been a tad heated between these competitors.
Yeah, this could develop into a...
Here's a cover. Could be it. And that'll do it. It's finally over.
Here are your winners, the team of Roxanne Perez and Ivy Nile.
It's never easy dealing with that sort of quarreling, but the victory remained in sight.
In the WWE, you can never lose sight of the victory, Saxton.
That resiliency is something that ensures your legacy.
Things definitely heated up with that friction earlier, but hopefully this win has squashed that. Here comes the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
One of the biggest names in women's wrestling before joining WWE, trained by Booker T.
You can't judge her by the company she keeps, but she is definitely living up to her hype. Perez has already been a history maker in NXT, but the future looks even brighter.
You cannot deny that Perez has lived up to the hype and will surely continue to do so.
The Pit Bull has been released.
And representing the Creed brothers from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
You know, Ivy Nile's not the biggest woman around, but Nile has honed her body into a finely tuned weapon.
Ivy Nile definitely has that dog in her.
Almost unmatched tenacity and a deep desire to win.
I cannot wait to see Ivy Nile compete.
One of the brightest young talents in all of WWE, Roxanne Perez, is set for action here.
Roxanne has already accomplished so much in her young career, it's hard to imagine where she'll be in just a few short years. One thing's for sure, I don't think anything or anyone can stand in her way.
She's definitely proven she's up for any challenge. I'm sure tonight will be no different.
And when it comes to Ivy Nile, we're talking about someone who is fueled by an inner rage and only really knows one mode: attack.
Pomp and circumstance were launched out the window a long time ago, Saxton. Ivy Nile's focused on destroying her opponents, and tonight should be no different.
Devastating flourish from Perez here.
Ivy's got to find a way to put her best foot forward here.
And shoulders are down. No early kick out.
Just looking for ways to wear out her opponent.
Roxanne Perez has proven herself to be quite the competitor, Corey. Her impressive resilience has to make her a tough opponent to figure out.
There's certainly no fear when it comes to Perez, but I think that's what makes her so unpredictable. But Cole, it's also that lack of caution that can be dangerous for Perez.
Powerbomb planted. That was one of those powerbombs that would shorten someone's career.
It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez victorious, standing tall.
You can see it on her face. Roxanne is standing 10 feet tall right now. She is the one they have called the future of the women's division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. From Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Winner of the first ever women's breakout tournament in NXT, and she's held tag team gold and the NXT Women's Championship.
But it still feels like she needs to prove herself as a top dog in all of WWE.
The first superstar to compete on SmackDown who was born after it premiered.
Well, you're older than television itself, so I'll take your word for it, Saxton.
Pound for pound, one of the strongest superstars in the women's division.
And representing the Creed brothers, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
An endless supply of strength and determination.
As tenacious and vicious as they come.
Yeah, Ivy Nile's bite is much worse than her bark.
Yeah, but her teeth are sharpened and she's looking for a win.
This may be cliche, but Ivy Nile proves it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog.
Kicking things off is Roxanne Perez, a woman who really came up the old way, wouldn't you say?
Fought her way through the indies, put in the hard work, and now she's finally here in WWE to reap the results. They don't make it much tougher than Roxanne Perez.
No doubt, Corey. Only question from where I'm sitting is if they made her tough enough to win this match.
And on the other side of the ring is the unique Ivy Nile. She's been compared to both Chyna and Beth Phoenix during her short time in this business, but I think she's really set out to forge a path for herself.
In football circles, Ivy would be called a spark plug. A powerhouse like Ivy, she's the product of a strict regimen and a single-minded will to win. She is, so to speak, a true diamond.
Roxanne Perez has proven herself to be quite the competitor, Corey. Her impressive resilience has to make her a tough opponent to figure out.
There's certainly no fear when it comes to Perez, but I think that's what makes her so unpredictable. But Cole, it's also that lack of caution that can be dangerous for Perez.
She's enduring some damage.
Roxanne showing an aggression that won't be contained.
She returns the favor there.
Nice amateur takedown, and all the way over. What a face buster.
Cover! 2! And she kicks out at 2.
No celebrations yet.
Perez caught by surprise.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. Quick reflex is so important in a match like this.
Good golly, what a knee.
Mounting. And hammering away.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, and Ivy caught her.
Every maneuver being returned with counter fire. Well-placed punch, ugly but effective response. And responds with a counter of their own.
Roxanne Perez
With pop rocks.
Roxanne can taste victory now.
2. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
Ivy Nile suffering a loss here.
Roxanne Perez is celebrating this one as well she should. She deserves it. She is the one they have called the future of the women's division.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
One of the biggest names in women's wrestling before joining WWE, trained by Booker T.
You can't judge her by the company she keeps, but she is definitely living up to her hype.
Perez is so beloved because she works relentlessly to make her dreams come true.
There is no quit in this young woman. Just endless fight.
Time to wake up because you can't sleep on Wendy Chu.
Oh, it's easy to discount her and her napping ways, but trust me, Chu is the real deal.
And her partner, from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu doesn't want to hide her uniqueness, so she chooses to embrace it.
Plans on waking up everyone to her potential.
I disagree. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance she sleepwalks through this one. Fallon Henley is ready to speak her mind and start some fights.
And from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley.
Fallon's been a huge disruptor in the women's division for the simple fact that she won't be intimidated.
There's nothing mysterious about Fallon Henley. Tons of attitude, and she comes at you full force.
One of Fallon's favorite hobbies is to call people out. It's going to get rough around here.
The generation of Jade has begun.
And I don't think it'll ever end.
And from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
As far as Cora's concerned, no one measures up to her. She's on another level. And you know what? I think she might be right.
She has a thorny and jealous attitude. That's for certain.
Yeah, she's always ready to pick a big fight.
Cora Jade is hoping to make a statement here tonight.
And that statement is, you can't handle the generation of Jade.
The WWE Tag Team division is more competitive than ever. As these two teams get into it, I can almost guarantee this match will be one to remember.
The standards for tag team action just keep getting higher and higher around here.
And Henley able to reverse that. Set up in the corner of the ring. Counter! And now there's an opening.
Just caught flush.
And stomping away.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that.
Kick right to the body. Boom! Fallon Henley has lost any sense of command in this one.
Yeah, Perez with impressive offense.
Down with a power bomb. Picture-perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
Somehow, some way.
And that was an efficient form of offense with that move. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, son. Roxanne Perez. Pop rocks.
And it can all be over for Henley.
There's two. And that'll be it. Finally a victory. What a hard-fought win.
Here are your winners. The team of Roxanne Perez and Wendy Choo.
And the winners celebrating together. Great chemistry tonight.
Put that match in a museum or a textbook so future teams can study to learn this craft.
A great young talent with an extremely bright future.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Winner of the first ever Women's Breakout Tournament in NXT, and she's held Tag Team Gold and the NXT Women's Championship.
But it still feels like she needs to prove herself as a top dog in all of WWE.
And, of course, quick thank you to everybody watching tonight for spending part of your Halloween with us.
And I can see that Saxton got dressed up for the occasion. I didn't realize they made nerd costumes.
Here and ready to roar.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nikita Lyons.
MMA trained at a black belt in Taekwondo at 8 years old.
There's another 8-year-old that could beat you up, Saxton.
And, Corey, I can tell you these superstars are excited to be able to compete tonight on Halloween.
Would you stop, Cole? Do you really think these superstars care about a silly holiday like Halloween? The only thing they care about is winning a match.
A WWE superstar with a very bright future ahead of her. Roxanne Perez looking to prove her potential here tonight.
So early into her career, and yet such a...
Is it enough? Powering out at one.
She just shocked everyone in the ring.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Big forearm.
Oh, nasty fall.
Oh, perfect kick. Oh, and she turns it around. Face buster! Goes into the pin. She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Impressive to not even allow a 2 count at this juncture.
Inexperience has to be one of the bigger hurdles for Roxanne Perez to overcome here. Don't you agree, Corey?
Perez knows she's inexperienced compared to some of the other superstars on the roster, Cole, but I think she's been able to turn that into a positive and learn from each match. She's definitely gone into this one looking at it as an opportunity to grow. Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
What's coming next?
A back suplex.
That had to have taken an incredible amount of leverage to pull off on someone so much bigger.
Counter into an inverted DDT.
Effectively using the knee.
Whoa, monkey flip.
I love it.
Looks like Roxanne is the inside track now.
Yeah, we can certainly see that Perez has learned from the past and is capitalizing on it, making the best of her in-ring learning opportunity.
Roxanne Perez with pop rocks.
Perez might have her. 2.
And this one is over.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
And Nikita Lyons didn't expect to lose this one, that's for sure.
Roxanne Perez is celebrating this one as well she should. She deserves it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Get your cameras ready. Tiffany Stratton is here.
Beauty, grace, athleticism, and skill. Tiffy has it all.
Stratton has an amazing gymnastics background. She even competed on the U.S. national team.
She sprang her way into WWE after that and has never looked back.
We've learned very quickly that it's always Tiffy time in WWE.
And Corey, I can tell you these superstars are excited to be able to compete tonight on Halloween.
Would you stop, Cole? Do you really think these superstars care about a silly holiday like Halloween? The only thing they care about is winning a match.
Here comes the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Before she turned 21 years old, she had already won the first ever NXT Women's Breakout Tournament and the NXT Women's Tag Team titles.
And she has a bright, bright future. And, of course, quick thank you to everybody watching tonight for spending part of your Halloween with us.
And I can see that Saxton got dressed up for the occasion. I didn't realize they made nerd costumes.
Introducing the challenger from Prior, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton. And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne.
You can see it in the eyes of each individual. Only razor-sharp focus when this much is on the line.
Daddy's little princess, Tiffany Stratton, looking to prove that she has it all.
Brawn, beauty, brains. Yeah, Cole, I'd say she's got it all. And those are things her daddy didn't even need to buy.
We'll have to see if Stratton can cash those checks her mouth already wrote.
And she'll be taking on the seemingly endless perseverance of Roxanne Perez.
We've seen what Perez is capable of and what she's able to withstand. At this point in her career, I think she's earned the nickname the Prodigy.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
And a slap for the exclamation point. The champion just teed off. Our challenger found no way to break free there.
Perez is taking over here.
Stratton's got to find a way to defend herself.
Corey, there's no lack of confidence when it comes to Tiffany. Into the pin attempt. She breaks the count quick.
Staying in this one. She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Able to reverse.
Roxanne Perez. Pop rocks.
I think the champ's got it. 2. What a title defense by Roxanne Perez.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez!
She successfully defends her crown.
She just made a statement with this defense. She will fight tooth and nail to keep her title around her waist. Here comes the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Before she turned 21 years old, she had already won the first ever NXT Women's Breakout Tournament and the NXT Women's Tag Team titles.
And she has a bright, bright future. You can see the passion for competition in Roxanne's eyes.
The very definition of young and hungry.
Cora Jade is here.
Kendo stick in hand, ready for a fight.
And from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade has called herself the savior of the women's division.
Look, Jade isn't here to play games and make friends. She's here to face the best of the best and take them down.
She certainly doesn't suffer from a lack of confidence.
Get ready to see the toughness of Cora Jade on full display.
Well, she showed up with a kendo stick, so we get it. She's tough.
Cora Jade looking to continue her climb up the ranks in the women's division here.